Nate, have you heard about? I know that you have the story that, in fact, the Netflix deal with Warner Brothers might not be, or you can tell me if this is incorrect, might not be a completely done deal, signed, sealed, and delivered, because there's stories coming out now that Paramount Sundance, are actually still trying to buy Warner Brothers, and they're going to put in a much bigger bid. The original story was that Netflix was offering something in the ballpark of 80 plus billion with a B for Warner Bros. But Paramount's come in with like 100 plus, 107, 108 bill. So, yeah, what can you tell us about that? What's going down? What's happening?
Yeah, so I mean, we did a video a couple of days ago now at time of recording this, but I think I titled it like Netflix buys Warner Brothers or something like that. And it on face value, it was a done deal in terms of Warner Brothers had accepted the bid from Netflix,
right?
But it wasn't a done deal anyway, because obviously there's lots of legal hoops to jump through and lots of approvals and antitrust laws and all the usual crap. But from like a company to company perspective, it had been accepted basically. Right? They'd all released their statements. But Paramount was really bullish on this. It was actually, funnily enough, it was Paramount that began this entire situation that started this. They kicked it all off. So Paramount and David Ellison of Skydance, who now owns Paramount, had begun unsolicited offers to David Zaslav to buy Warner Brothers before it was up for sale, right? It was David Ellison that kicked off the bidding war. It was them. They started it, basically. So they'd been sending unsolicited offers to Warner Brothers for purchase. They really wanted to buy it. And obviously, they were actually the favorite to buy it because Kushner's involved in part of the financing. Obviously, Trump, directly involved with Trump. And Trump likes David Ellison, right? He likes him. Obviously, directly linked to part of the funding. Trump directly wanted this to happen as well. And Paramount were the favorite. They were the favorite at one point. And then it was weird that Netflix had shied away from saying that they even wanted it to begin with, Warner Brothers. And then all of a sudden they come in with this offer of like 82.7 billion or something like that. And then it was accepted. Now, David Ellison has basically said, well, we're going direct to your shareholders with a higher bid. A higher bid that you've previously rejected.
Right.
And so they're basically putting Warner Brothers board on blast for not doing their fiduciary duty.
Right.
Because on December 1st, they'd offered the $30 a share that David Zaslav had previously publicly stated he wanted and was pushing for. But they'd rejected it. And then the offer that Netflix gave was like $27 a share, 25 cents or something like that a share. But it's also not fully cash, right? So it's part share, part cash.
Right.
Part stock, part cash is their sort of purchase. Paramount has basically said it's like an all cash. It's an all cash offer. Right. It's an all cash bid. It's an all cash thing, and so it's a hostile takeover bid. Right. And they're going direct to the shareholders.
I was going to say, sounds like prison rules. Yeah. Sounds like Paramount's like not mucking about in any way, shape, or form. Sounds like
no. Right. No, and the interesting thing is that they've listed all the way. So it's 108.4 billion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's mad money. It's absolutely mad. And this article states which it said was a better deal. It is a better deal. It is a better deal because the Netflix deal is like, part back end deal, part valuation that could not be realized. It may never be fully realized. Whereas this is just straight up hard cash. This is what we're giving you.
Right.
So it is like it's completely true statement that what Paramount has offered here is a better deal. It is, that's a true statement. It is unequivocally a better deal. They are also wanting more though. So Netflix just wanted Warner Brothers, HBO, and HBO Max, whereas Paramount, in the words of Zara Sultana, has come for the effing lot. Right?
Oh, that's interesting. Sorry,
they've come for all of it.
In this article, if you scroll down, it shows all the things that Paramount want to buy off of Warner Brothers, and it's loads. It's like I didn't realize how much Warner Brothers owned.
It's a lot.
If you keep scrolling down, they just shows you like all that and more. Look, all that, that. Fucking hell! It's not just Warner Brothers.
So
I mean, that's a lot of shit, isn't it?
It is. But again, Paramount buying it is a better offer because it's a higher potential chance of it going through as well. Because the antitrust laws won't clamp down on Paramount Skydance as much as it would Netflix.
Really?
Because they don't have a big market share in the streaming market. Okay. Also, actually, in the film market. They're not massive. Paramount's not massive in the film market anymore.
Oh, really?
No, not really. Not if you're looking at like Netflix buying HBO and HBO Max, for instance, would definitely put up like monopoly issues. Like you'd look at that and go, "Whoa, fuck me, that's definitely a monopoly problem. This is going to go through the ringer quite a lot. Maybe it won't even get approved." Paramount Plus isn't big in the streaming market, so if they bought HBO and HBO Max, it's not really a big deal. That's really not a big deal at all. In fairness, it would probably end up putting it on par with the likes of Disney, right? But it certainly wouldn't be a monopoly. That'd be very, very difficult to stretch. But Paramount doesn't release a lot of things. If you look at how many movies Paramount has released this year, for instance, it won't be a hell of a lot. Certainly nowhere near as much as, again, the likes of like Netflix has released more movies this year for sure, right? Okay. So it's a better deal, but also you look at it politically. So politically, it's a better deal for Trump, right? Because the Saudis are involved in this purchase, which I've expressed my disdain for. I'm not happy. I don't think the Saudis should be involved remotely. Although, on one hand, they're involved from a perspective where they won't be on the board and they'll have no creative say. That's part of the deal. But they're still involved. Okay. So from a diplomatic perspective, Trump would like this very much. Right? Yeah. It's closer ties with the Saudis, which they're already investing like $1 trillion into America. This is probably a part of it as well. So it's something which he wants. It's something he can boast to his base about, and it's politically it's better for him. It's better because he's got family involved in it as well, so there's that. But an interesting thing which came out is David Ellison on a press phone call this morning said to everyone, if we buy Warner Brothers, we will put out 30 plus films a year. Now, on face value, people hear that and go, oh, that's mental. It's actually not. So if you look at it, they're at that point, that'd be 3 studios. It'd be Skydance, Paramount, Warner Brothers. Now, we're a little bit older than some people watching this, and we're a little bit younger than some people watching this. But the younger people than us, significantly, wouldn't be aware, me and you, Bo, wouldn't be aware that back in the day, a movie studio would put out 12, pretty much like a movie a month. There was always something on at the movie theaters, always, because they had lots of other revenue streams to make those movies successful. So they weren't, it wasn't just blockbuster after blockbuster at the movie theaters. There were always mid-tier movies showing all the time. And to me, this is a good thing. David Ellison signaling, we'd put out like 30 plus movies a year. Like we would give the moviegoer what they want. That's a good thing. It's good for the industry. It's good for the movie theaters. It would also potentially level bring the whole industry of Hollywood down a peg, because then you'd have Disney having to compete with this massive influx of films in the market, and maybe it would bring things down. You know, the budgets are like 200 million. It's mental. Bring everything down a bit. Bring it down. So I mean that's basically it. You know, you could talk about this till the cows come home. It'll be interesting to see what happens, because it is an all cash. It is a much more appealing offer, basically.
Very, very interesting point. Yeah, back in the day, by that I mean sort of the 1950s. They made shitloads of films. Shitloads of films. A big actor could be in like 6-7 films a year after year after year. Yeah. There was like loads of matinee films. And the budgets were tiny in comparison. Yeah, you know, like now, so like a really, really big budget film could be like 400 million or something stupid, couldn't it? And there's one I was listening to you talk about the other day. I think with marketing, there's $500 million. What is it? The new. Well, anyway, that's just an absurd thing and unsustainable, I would have thought. And I don't see. If I was the head of Paramount, you would think you would be a bit butthurt that you gave them a much, much better deal and they turned you down for a significantly shitter deal without even going to the shareholders. If you were playing for keeps, you would be like, no, wait. No. You're taking the mickey out of me there with that. So, I was just surprised at how much Warner Brothers really has got. I mean, just some of the smaller ones there, CNN or the NHL. What really? I mean, I suppose it's the way, isn't it? With if you have a society, a corporate society, you get bigger and bigger corporations until, you know, thank God that at least in America, or in Europe, that we do have at least some anti-monopoly laws. Otherwise, there would just be one big company by now, wouldn't there? Probably J.D. Rockefeller, the Rockefeller family probably own the one big company, or the Rothschild. They just own everything. We'll see how this goes. I find it interesting because, especially when I thought the Netflix thing was a done deal. When I saw this story, I was like, "Oh right, there's more to go in this one. There's more to run in it." And we'll see how it goes. I'll certainly keep an eye on it.